It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on last year's national champions, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Vols will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense will take the field first. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Off play action on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Wide open downfield. Flying out to the left. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. The extra point is blocked. That's a live ball. He can take it back for two. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Tennessee's offense will take the field for the first time. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there. But you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his wide open on the right. Bust through behind his pad. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The inside handoff, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Smith wants to throw. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. The lead is down to a field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already showing signs of a slugfest as they try to build on this 6-3 lead. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Down 6-3 early, they'll try to put together a drive to take the lead. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella.
Breaks into the open. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That
got enough space, and he runs it in for the score.
It's top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point gives them a 10-6 lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to throw, it's Lindsey. Got the quick pass. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. LSU quick to the line.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the first quarter still. He's been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense may have to start triple covering this guy.
Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Wants to keep it in the air. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. The sure hands, it's Jones. Quick step and go. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've landed some big punches early. A 17-6 lead, and they go back to work. Off the play fake on first down. Shoots it to the left. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human.
Just too much of a rush, and down as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going to take a shot. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. What a disappointment. No good. After the miss, the lead still at 11. One final play before the end of the quarter.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second to get this game rolling again. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. And the quick shuffle pass. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, they're going for it anyways.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Smith dropping to pass. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
Wants to go up top. Looking to buy time. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got his man. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. There's the pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot. He gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing.
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown ball. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Georgia Southern is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Eagles all day with almost no let-up. They're up 14 over Troy. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Wants to throw. It's Lindsey. Finds his man down the middle. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? LSU right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He's going to get loose. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Volunteers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Tennessee. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They go to the ground. Four out to the 17. Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Finds a man in the middle. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Creates a little space. Turning it on. And he's knocked down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Defense in press coverage. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. They punt it away on 4th down. Wants to bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. At midfield, he's got room. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Volunteers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Nice move to pick up yardage. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Vols now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Vols!
One of of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to pass, it's Lindsey. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
This offense has been running wild in the first half, but wait, they want more before they go to the locker room. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
LSU 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here. We execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it because you
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Oh, they're after him.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Lofts one high and deep. And his first throw here is incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's got it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, 2 biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those 2 things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he missed it. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up.
He hurls one deep down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get it. It's a touchdown.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia Southern is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 35 over Troy. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the RPO, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
From the gun, the running back has it. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Right back to the well. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Handoff from the gun. Fights off a defender. Touchdown, Tennessee! He shed tackles right and left and housed them.
That's why, as a defense, you have to game tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, David.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you can tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw it.
And the defense got him at the 27. Now a lot of work work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. A little release to the back. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Handoff from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. And the Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Finding an escape route. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 20 from the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. They're
looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Vols!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he knocked that one right down the middle.
LSU 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Under fire. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. And looks as if the offense was able to get back on top of the football. And yes, it could have been worse, but as it is, it's a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll give it to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gets it past the marker. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. There he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get it up rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
On the move. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even better this time around. Got it inside the 15. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown ball! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdowns.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll be able to get off 1 more play before quarter's end. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. The Volunteers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul.
If it ain't Brooke.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
The corners are walked up tight. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes. Loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He's got it near midfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here is the Tennessee offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To throw, it's Murphy. He'll take another shot here. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Unleashes one. Lost the defense is wide open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Rides the back and leaves it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. And here comes the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's got great speed. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Past the first down marker and still running. Found enough room. Hot hand. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The official says no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense. It's picked off and another empty drive.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he'll be brought down. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Back to throw, it's Murphy. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Vols are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day.
Unleashes one deep. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down. And the field goal unit is going to give it another try. The old college try. Just keep kicking. Surely one will go in. That is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll power it inside with the fullback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the fullback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.